some research on male pageants, and based on what I found, I have to say I'm pretty confident that I'm going to walk away with the gold today. I discovered upon my research that guys under 6 foot who are balding with big noses and extremely pale have a 98% success rate at male pageants. I even worked out freshman year to prepare for this. Which really doesn't do much when you just get off the 80 pie diet, which was force feeding me 9 cupcakes a day when I'm trying to get from Atkinson to the library last week. It's really horrifying that nobody would want to come give you candy. So normally I like to go with, what? Oh my God, he's dead? And everybody's like, do you want some? Oh my God. Don't give him any candy, someone he knows just died. I love 80 pies, and I'm very grateful to be here today. 80 pies? Yeah. Of course, my Zetas, thanks for having me out. Been a lot of fun. Sorry about the gold pants, I know that was kind of weird. I was in class with an 80 pie, and we were doing an exercise, and the exercise was several general statements that we're supposed to identify what that means to us. So Bill has a nice car, and all of us would think what a nice car is to each and every one of us. So, the question was, John has a good salary. Me and my friend put about $65,000, $75,000. The 80 pie next to us put $800,000. That's not even excellent, that's just a good salary. You ladies are destined for greatness. Love to see that interview. Yeah, we can offer you 65. What the hell? I vacation in Bucharest and the Alps, and that is non-negotiable. Quick breakdown of fraternities and sororities. Sororities, in a word, nasty. Girls are so mean to other girls. And they don't resolve conflict like men do. I'll touch on that in a second. Women do just about everything but what is required to resolve conflict. I saw Skyfall. I've literally seen girls in sororities do everything James Bond does to the enemies in that movie. Espionage, saboteuring. I've seen social media destruction from girls to other girls. And I don't get it. I don't understand what is going on with these women. What I think is the most funny is when 2 women are really mad at each other, but they want to appear nice, they do 2 things. They smile a lot, like way too much. And secondly, they use the word pretty. Example conversation, oh my God, no, you're so pretty. Translation, I hate you. I was actually thinking about developing an app so I could understand what the hell's going on in women's heads. Because Natalie will have like a 45-minute conversation with somebody on campus, and then she'll be walking away, she'll be like, bitch. Be like, what did you just do? Speaking of Natalie, keeping her on the spotlight here, my freshman year I was reading Cosmopolitan magazine, very typical thing for a freshman male to do. Natalie goes, why are you reading that? And I was like, well, it's very erotic. And she goes, I think you mean erratic. And I said, I think you're illiterate. On to fraternities real quick. In a word, disgusting. Not nasty to each other, but we live in vile conditions. I am like 95% sure that if I brought a person from Calcutta to the Delta Sig house, they would be like, I'm going back. I don't want to stay here. I saw a fraternity house at Georgia Southern with anthills inside the house. And I asked the dude about it, and he goes, doesn't affect the turnout at parties. It will when someone gets bit. I had a roommate last year whose nickname was Nasty. He was a nasty guy. He was just gross, and he loved it. And I literally saw one of the nastiest things that he's ever done. Nasty's Nastiest. Should be an album. He was eating Hot Pockets on a foam plate, and he bit too hard in the Hot Pocket, and as we all know, what does that do? Shoots it out the other end. But he had a bite on it. It was a chunk. So instead of it drizzling onto the plate, it proceeded to drizzle down onto his bare chest. End of the story, I wish. He picks it off and eats it. Several issues with this. One, he had just gotten back from the gym. Two, why does anybody eat Hot Pockets? And three, I said, dude, that's disgusting. And his answer was, whatever, I'm nasty, bro. I was like, just because you have that nickname does not give you the green light to just be a total animal. My nickname in high school was Sports. Did I audition for any sports? No, because I suck at all of them. Men's conflict resolution is rather simple. Punch a dude in the face, and then go buy him a six-pack. I've literally seen two brothers beat each other up to the point of drawing blood and walk away like the end of a cartoon, arm in arm. Off into the sunlight. Ladies, I recommend violence for you guys. It's effective. I love it when you're downtown and girls are like, I can't find any men around here. We are everywhere. All men know about men is that we want women. We're like the FBI. If there's a woman, we've got one of our agents on the case. And you guys think like us honking at you at intersections and poking you on Facebook and sliding that drink down the bar and then going, what's up? You're like, oh my God, what total losers? That's the best we've come up with thus far. That's the best stuff we got. Concluding tonight, I have two pet peeves. One, mispronounced dialogue. And what I mean by that is when you're greeting somebody for the first time and they come up and say, hey, I'm Stan, and you go, good. Hate that. Had a great example of this. A man was lugging several heavy boxes into a theater. And I saw that he needed help, so like the model citizen that I am, I opened the door for him. And he started to walk in, and he said something to me, and what I heard was a joke about how heavy the boxes were. So I said, ha ha ha, yeah. I was walking away, and I had a That's So Raven epiphany, and I realized that he asked, hey man, where's the bathroom? So from that guy's point of view, he asked this nice young man, hey man, where's the bathroom? Ha ha ha, yeah. And I love it when people mispronounce clearly pronounceable words. I was in high school and it was my first day at a brand new school and I was super, super nervous. And I didn't want to make any bad impressions, and so I didn't audition for sports. And I'm sitting at the cool table with all the cool kids. Just by happenstance, I sat there first and they came to me. I was like, this is the best day of my life. So the whole time I'm like, Ryan, don't say stupid things, don't say stupid things, don't say stupid things. And the thing to do in my high school was we had a catering service for lunch because I went to a private school. And the thing to do was microwave your cookies so they were nice and tender as you dip them in the milk. Public school kids were like, are you kidding me? Anyway, so I had the cookies and the guys came back with all the cookies. I was like, oh, this is the cool kid cookies, I get it. And I was like, don't say anything stupid, say something because you've been sitting here quiet for 40 minutes. So I just go, hey man, are those cookies good, microwaved? And he was like, what? My brother in Blockbuster, that ancient civilization we may remember from 3000 BC, we were looking up movies and he goes, oh yeah, I recognize that guy, he's the guy from Hot Rod. Very simple stuff. Thank you very much, guys. I've been Ryan Shirley.